Yo, what's up guys? Today we're ranking the top 10 corners in this draft. Let's get straight into it. Alright, coming in at number 10, I got Marcus Jones out of Houston. Jones is the best slot corner in this draft. Coming in at 5'8", 185. That size is kind of something to be like worried about, but I'm going to be too worried about it because he plays bigger than he is. He has like that physicality to help in the run game, and he has the speed to keep up with most wide receivers in this draft. He's a great returner. I can't take it away from him. He's a great returner. He's the best returner in this draft class. I would say there's no other returner in this draft class that's better than him. But some of the cons, like I said, his size is really concerning because he's only 5'8", and that's not the ideal place to be for a corner. But there is some corners that succeeded at 5'8", so I'm not worried about it. Like the draft comp I did from Terrence McGee, he was a great corner at 5'9". He also was a great returner. He was really physical. He played like Marcus Jones plays like in college. So I think he would be like a Terrence McGee that played in like the early 2000s. Next con is he's only mainly a slot corner. You can't really play him anywhere else because he's just so small. I wouldn't play him on the outside. I wouldn't play him. Would I play him as safety? No, I wouldn't. I would never play him as safety. He just does not have that size to him. So only thing he can really be is a slot corner. But he plays great at slot corner. If you just need a slot corner, Marcus Jones would be a best choice right here. And the last thing is his ball skills. Sometimes he's slow to like relocate the ball and turn his head. Also, he doesn't really play the ball. He plays the receiver, and that sometimes gets him in trouble getting beat. But that could be fixed in like discipline and stuff. I wouldn't be too worried about that because that's just like mental stuff that you just need to fix in the NFL. All right, number 9, I got Martin Emerson out of Mississippi State. He's a very lengthy and physical corner, and that's like the first thing that jumps out the board for you. When I see Martin Emerson, I'm like, man, this man has like some of the longest arms I've seen. He's like one of the taller wide receivers. Taller corners in this draft, besides like Moggie Garner. And I think it was like Tariq Woolen. He's a great zone player who plays with great vision and reacts the ball so quickly. I would say this man is so fast reacting to the ball in zone coverage. I would just not play him in man coverage because he's not really great at man coverage. He's just mainly a zone coverage player. If I was a team that's like plays mainly zone coverage, I would start looking at Martin Emerson, because Martin Emerson, I don't think he's gonna go off the board until like the late second round, and that's like a steal for a team that's like plays mainly zone coverage all the time. All right, the last thing I got from him is he's an amazing attacking the catch point. With that length and size, I would just expect him to be good at like disrupting passes and disrupting routes, and that's surely what he does. He's great at like breaking passes up and like I said, disrupting passes at catch point. So that's another plus for him. But some of the cons, he doesn't have that top end speed that you like for a corner. That's why he's mainly just a zone coverage player. He doesn't have that top end speed to like play with the number 1 wide receivers. So I would just keep him in zone coverage. He kind of like reminds me of like a Richard Sherman, because Richard Sherman, he's a great zone coverage player, but when he's a man, he kind of gets burnt. But he's still a great corner in my opinion. But that's the only like con I have for Martin Emerson. But I just think there's better players in front of him, because this draft class for corners is really deep. So Martin Emerson at number 9. All right, coming in at number 8, I got Dorian Kendrick out of Georgia. Dorian Kendrick, he's really a patient defender. He always never panics when the ball's in the air. He always puts himself in the right like place to like make a play on the ball. I think him transferring to Georgia was like the best choice for him, because he wasn't the great at Clemson. He got mossed twice against like with Jameson Williams and John Mechie. Both mossed him in the same game. That was kind of bad, but he kind of made up for it in the Georgia days because he had that redemption arc. He's also a great zone player like Martin Emerson. He just like has quick vision and knows how to react to the ball when the ball is just passed. That's also a plus. But last thing I got from him, he has a fast reaction time. He reacts to the like run game in like seconds, because like this man, when he sees the ball go out, he's gone. And also he's really physical. He never shies away from a tackle. I never seen this man really miss a tackle either. So Dorian Kendrick, he doesn't really have that many flaws to him, but the one flaw I got from him is his speed. He doesn't really have, like I said for Martin Emerson, doesn't really have the top end speed that you want to have for your like number 1 corner. But other than that, he's really a great zone player. He's great all around, and that's why I got him number 8. All right, number 7, I got Kyler Gordon. You can't play with this man when the ball's in the air. When the ball's in the air for Kyler Gordon, this man is always in the right position to make a play, and that's why I love for him, because he doesn't look always out of place. Except in zone coverage, he doesn't really know how to really stay in his place in zone coverage. He's a great man player, but he's not really a great zone coverage player. He needs to learn some more discipline for zone coverage, but other than that, that man coverage is A1. His press coverage is also really amazing. He loves to get physical up on the line and like disrupt their routes and disrupt the wide receivers' routes and just get them uncomfortable at the line. And that ties into my next pro, his physicality. He has good strength and like good size and strength to play with the bigger wide receivers and tight ends and stick with them. Sometimes your corner is like not always going to be able to stick with the tight ends because they're like too big and too too big and too strong for the little corners. But not Kyler Gordon. Kyler Gordon has that strength to like play with the big tight ends and like actually bring them down. But for every pro there's a con. I had Kyler Gordon up at like number 5 before like the combine, but then after the combine where he ran that 4.52 40, his like stock just dropped a little bit further down. But he's still a great player. I don't think 40s really tell everything about a player, but I think scouts really like look at the 40 time as like some like holy grail. Another con for Kyler Gordon is his discipline in the zone. Like I said, he tends to really like not really stay in one place in the zone. I've seen this in like a couple times in the tape, but it's not really that noticeable. He kind of like didn't stay in his zone and like really messed the play up, but that could be fixed in his like discipline in the NFL. He just needs to fix his fix the discipline. So other than that, I'm going to be a great corner in this league. Coming in number 6, I got Andrew Booth. Booth really like dropped in my my rankings. He used to be like a top 10 pick like early year. I don't know what happened. He just like kind of slipped down after a while. I think it's because like the more players just like jumped up over him. He used to be a top 10 pick. That's crazy how he fell so far. But some pros for Andrew Booth is like his length. He's a very rangy athlete that uses his length in press and also in attacking the ball, and that's what you like to see from your like number 1 corner. He also plays with great ball skills. Booth always has great positioning, and he when he goes downfield, he always gets his head around to make a play on the ball and the right points and right time. I think those the ball skills will translate great to the NFL, and that ties into my next pro is he has good burst to make plays on the ball. He gets to like top speed in like seconds, and that's how he makes most of all his plays in the ball. So I think that's another pro for Andrew Booth. Some cons: he did have some tackling problems in college, which I think bulking up for Andrew Booth will make him have less tackling problems, and he just needs to fix his technique with tackling. All right, number 5, I got Roger McCray. I think people are just sleeping on Roger McCray. Everybody thinks because he has those 29-inch arms, he's going to be like a horrible corner in this draft. But I think the 29-inch arms don't really matter. I think it all matters about the play on the field. I mean, he showed that in the Senior Bowl. He showed that all throughout his career in college, that he's one of the best corners in this draft. I think people just sleeping on this man. He has great press coverage. He knows how to like make all wide receivers uncomfortable when they're like up against this man up close, and he's a great athlete. I don't know how people have this man so low. It makes no sense. He has great speed, he has great body control. This man doesn't really have that many flaws in his game except the 29-inch arms. And the last thing I got for his pros is his ball skills are amazing. He just always right beside the wide receiver, playing them at catch point and breaking up the passes, and it's like kind of frustrates me how low this man is for everybody else. He should be like a top 5 corner for everybody. So Roger McCray, I think, will be amazing corner in this draft. All right, number 4, I got Kira Elon. The first thing that pops out for me for Kira Elon, first, he plays in one of the toughest divisions in the college football in the SEC, and he plays against like Alabama, LSU, all those good colleges. And I saw him lock down Jameson Williams. He locked down Jameson Williams and John Mechie, so he has to be up high because this man is one of the better corners in this draft doing that. Some of the pros I got from him is his height and length are something all teams look at and say like, oh my god, this dude is 6'2", 191, and that's impressive because the tallest corner in this draft is like 6'5", and that's Tariq Woolen, but I think he's 6'4" or 6'5". He's 6'4", I think. Tariq Woolen is 6'4", I think, and then Moggie Garner is 6'3", and then the second tallest is 6'2" at Kira Elon. And that's something that teams always going to look at and like be like eye-popping for every team that needs a corner. It's going to be like, if Moggie Garner is not there or Derek Stingley, I'm going to say Kira Elon is like the best tall wide corner in this draft. So his height and length are something all teams are gonna look at as a plus. Another thing that is a plus for him is his tackling. He's a great tackler. I never seen this man really miss any tackles in his career, and that's what I saw first when I saw when I looked at all his tape, and he rarely misses tackles, and he's one of the best tackling corners I've seen in this draft. The next thing I got from him, he has top end speed to keep up with these fast wide receivers. Like I said, he like locks down Jameson Williams, and Jameson Williams is one of the faster wide receivers in this draft class. And then you know how hard it is to lock down that man who's like, he might have like that 4.3 speed, the 4.2 speed. This man ran a 4.38 in the combine. Did he run in the combine? I don't think he ran the combine, but I know this man is really fast. He has that top end speed to keep up with most wide receiver ones, and you gotta love that for your CB1. I hope this man is in the second round, because if he falls, I don't think he's gonna fall that far, but if he falls to the Steelers in the second round, I think the Steelers will be take this man in the second round, because who would not want to cure Elon? Cure Elon's height, he's got good speed, he's a great tackler, he's great and man coverage. Only cons I got for him, he's a little handsy, like gets a lot of penalty because he's a little grabby at times. I think that can be fixed if he just plays. He can be like mentored by like some people in the NFL who just like help him fix his discipline and just not grab everybody every time. And that's why I think here Elon will be a better choice for any team that wants like a corner in like the early second round, maybe late first round pick. All right, number 3, I got Trent McDuffie. A lot of things I saw when I watched Trent McDuffie's tape. He's a great tackler. I haven't really seen this man miss any tackles. He only missed 6 tackles in his whole career. I saw. That's actually crazy to see, because a lot of corners are just like horrible at tackling, but not him. He's just like, he has a knack for it. He actually loves tackling. Yeah, he kind of ties into my next thing. He's good at reading and reacting. When he just sees the ball, when he first sees the ball, he's already has that good burst, like to go in and already stop the play when it's first started. The next plus I got from him, he is a very versatile player who can play both man and zone coverage. He's very scheme versatile, and he can play inside or out. He can play slot corner. He can play on the outside. He's a really physical corner, so you can play him wherever you want him. But there's not really many cons for Trent McDuffie. He just has the size and length. He also has the 29-inch arms. I would still say the 29-inch arms are kind of what like holding him from that Derek Stingley and Moggie Garner level. He's still a great corner. I just think he's going to be not on the tier that Moggie Garner and Derek Stingley would be on. Trent McDuffie at number 3 is what I got. All right, number 2, I got Derek Stingley. Stingley is an elite athlete. This man has only 40 I saw from him. He ran a 4.2, and that's like blazing speed for a corner, and I don't know if there's any other corner that's running a 4.2 except Tariq Woolen. Also, there was a dude from Baylor, but there's not a lot of great corners that ran a 4.2 like Derek Stingley. Derek Stingley has a great press coverage too. You can leave Derek Stingley on an island with the other team's best wide receiver, and he would just shut that man down. I've seen so many people get shut down by Derek Stingley at his time at LSU. It's crazy. And also, he went against Jamar Chase and locked down Jamar Chase, so that's gotta say something about him. But the only thing I think is holding Derek Stingley from being number 1, I think, is that ankle injury. It's kind of holding people back, because some scouts are like kind of scared to see what happens, because you can see what happened to Caleb McFarley. Farley was supposed to be one of the better corners in this draft. He kind of fell kind of far just because he had those back injuries, but I'm not saying a back injury is compared to like an ankle injury. You can't really compare an ankle injury to a back injury, but I'd kind of seen it so many times that I know that some teams are just gonna pass on him because they're scared that he's gonna like re-enter something again. So that's why I got him lower. He's still a great corner, and I think he will be one of the lead corners in this league for years to come for any team that really drafts him. He's really a scheme versatile player. So Derek Stingley at number 2. All right, coming at number 1, I got Moggie Garner. Did you really expect anything else? Moggie Garner had one of the best combines I've seen in a while. He has crazy length. He's coming at 6'3", 200. I think any team would be have a blast with this man. He's great in press coverage. He does a great job getting his hands on the wide receiver at this line of scrimmage and just making them uncomfortable every time they come off the line. And like I said, he has that elite speed. I think he ran a 4.41 at 6'3", and I haven't seen a lot of corners at 6'3" run a 4.41. This man is gonna be something special in this league. The only thing I say say that he needs to do is really bulk up. He kind of misses some tackles because of his slight frame, and I think if he just bulks up a little bit, he will be amazing corner in this league. So Moggie Garner would be my number one corner in this draft class. Tell me what you think about that rankings. I think those are pretty good rankings. Other than that, that's it for the video. Have a good day and peace.